We have a lead on the Crinim. The war.
Hello everyone, welcome to my stream. I'm Plaid-I-Puss, and today we're doing some more story missions. Oh, right. Throw on a little music here. I don't know if that's too loud or not. Suppose we'll figure out, won't we? Alright, well that's done. Alright, so first I need to go to Dyson. Get that over with.
Everybody know I got pound. Get down. Talking in got down. Get down. Talking in got down. Get down. Talking in got down. Everybody know I got pound. Get down. Talking in got down. Get down.
Sub-Commander Cole, yeah.
Talking in got down.
And he's not here. What the hell?
Talking in got down.
Where Sub Commander Cal. Am I missing something? Oh wait, is this the fleet? Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the fleet. Oh boy. This is not turning out how I hoped. Oh boy. So how's everyone doing today? Anything new going on? Ah, shit. I did it dumb. Beam to Delta Quadrant Command. No, I didn't want to do that either. Shit. Oh, today is just not my day. Fortunately, I just woke up, so I'm a little not awake yet. Alright, let's try this again, only without the oops, huh? Solenoid Dyson Sphere. Yes, that's what I want. And then Dyson Command. Once I get there. Yes. Thank you. Allied Zone Joint Command. That's what I want. That's not what I want. What the hell? Why must they make it so difficult to complete these seemingly innocuous missions? Beam to join command. That's what I want. Thank you. Ugh. Alright, now I can go speak to dude.
Come in. I have a special assignment that requires a delicate touch. A science ship on patrol on grid Beta 53-30 received an
It's a terrible name for a ship.
This wasn't a message from a military ship or the Voth leadership. This was an encoded short-range burst from a Voth science outpost. I think we may have a friend in the enemy's ranks. It'd be best if any communication from our side didn't come from our leadership, for reasons you'll soon see. I want you to pursue a dialogue with this individual. See if we can turn them into an ally. That is all. I'm trying to contact any member of the mammalian occupying force who is willing to open negotiations. I am Nellen Exel of the Voth Circle of Archaeology, and I believe that we have common scientific goals that can only be achieved without the interference of our respective militaries. Working alongside the best minds of the Voth Circles of Science, I have been studying this celestial structure, its function and its original inhabitants. Our work has yielded some troubling information for those seeking to uphold the doctrine that we are the original intelligent species in the Delta Quadrant. The Voth Ministry of Elders maintains that science is only valid if it supports their own fictions of history. I've lost too many colleagues to this terrible government censorship. What I've been able to discover on my own and away from government interruptions is that this sphere was created by a race under direct control of a species called the Iconians. Even ignoring the huge
Oh
cache
no,
of
not
records
the
we found here,
Iconians.
the mere existence of this sphere proves that there are powerful entities my government refuses to acknowledge, perhaps to our ultimate doom. I will not be so naive. Left high and dry by my own people, I am left with few options. There must be a sympathetic ear out there who realizes we have entered the nest of an enemy that neither of us are prepared to face alone.
Okay. Well, that's that. Go to science lab. That would be this away. Digital Media Library.
Ah, come in. I have a special assignment that requires a
Oh,
delicate
did
touch.
already.
A science ship on patrol in grid
Wonderful.
Beta 53-30 received an encrypted message from the Voth. This wasn't a message from a military ship or the Voth leadership. This was an encoded short-range burst from a Voth science outpost. I think we may have a friend in the enemy's ranks. It'd be best if any communication from our side didn't come from our leadership, for reasons you'll soon see. I want you to pursue a
Wish you
dialogue
could
with
skip
this
these
individual.
cutscenes.
See if we can turn them into an ally. That's all. I'm trying to contact any member of the mammalian occupied.
This is really not going how I hoped it would.
I am Nellen Exel of the Voth Circle of Archaeology, and I believe that we have common scientific goals that can only be achieved without the interference of our respective militaries. Working alongside the best minds of the Voth Circles of Science, I have been studying this celestial structure, its function and its original inhabitants. Our work has yielded some troubling information for those seeking to uphold the doctrine that we are the original intelligent species in the Delta Quadrant. The Voth Ministry of Elders maintains that science is only valid if it supports their own fictions of history. I've lost too many colleagues to this terrible government censorship. What I've been able to discover on my own and away from government interruptions is that this sphere was created by a race under direct control of a species called the Iconians. Even ignoring the huge cache of records we found here, the mere existence of this sphere proves that there are powerful entities my government refuses to acknowledge, perhaps to our ultimate doom. I will not be so naive. Left high and dry by my own people, I am left with few options. There must be a sympathetic ear out there that realizes we have entered the nest of an enemy.
Yeah, if anybody's watching this stream, please tell me if the music is too loud. Enter Science Lab. There we go.
I was pleased to receive your message. If I can keep this conversation a secret from everyone I know. There are many topics that have been deemed controversial and off limits. Inquisitors examine our work on a regular basis. But questions need to be asked if we are to maintain any sort of scientific credibility. Have you ever wondered at the fact that both our people were able to enter this sphere from opposite ends? That we could move through halls, through rooms, through entire buildings without finding another living thing? Until we encountered one another. The Ministry of Elders would have me publish papers claiming that this sphere was created by our ancestors. But why would they abandon this place? Why would anyone abandon this place? As far as I can tell, this place was commissioned but not built by a race called the Iconians. A war forced them to abandon their home in favor of this more strategic location. Imagine how many fleets of warships could fit inside here, fed by food grown on thousands of hectares of carefully constructed surfaces, powered by the entire energy of a star, and all waiting to ambush from the dark space of the night sky. The Voth are not warmongers. We have taught doctrine to weaker species, but weapons are usually not required. When the Voth have encountered opposition, we have resisted attempts by others to add us to their own ranks. Fights between evenly matched adversaries tend to be futile. A sphere might convince some that the odds have shifted in our favor. Which brings us back to my first question. Why did the original inhabitants of the sphere leave? Did they feel safe and pick a fight against a superior enemy and lose? Or were they forced to leave by some internal flaw in their fortress? We may all be doomed to the fate of those who lived here before if we aren't careful.
I'll look at that later. Alrighty. So now we can get out of here. Finally. Yes, I don't care about the mission progress. Okay, now we can get onto the meat.
We have a lead on the Krillin. Voyager went to Krillin space looking for them a few months ago, but didn't find much more than a bardwar.
Alright, I'm going to turn this down for my benefit, because that's too loud even for me. I mean, not that much. That seems good.
We need a weapon against the Iconians. And the bardwar, the war continues.
Alright, so let's do that. Drozana Station, huh? Welcome to Drozana!
On the front lines of the Klingon Federation war, brave captains from both sides battle to defend their homes and gain advantages for their
Leonard Nimoy. Rip.
Death has meaning. Every victory can turn the tide. These are the conflicts that will determine the fate of the quest.
Alright. Welcome to Drozana. Drozana looks busted.
Welcome to Drozana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
Oh, turbolift. Right. Time in a bottle. If I could save time in a bottle. He's been expecting you, sir.
May I help you? Oh. Wait. Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact, and not to be disturbed.
Doesn't Gwen want to hear an offer from the combined financial resources of Starfleet, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic?
Maybe, let's see, it was something. Krenin, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage right now. Artifacts from cultures the Vatwar wiped out are particularly valuable. Quen's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back to the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but isn't my place to complain.
I know you're just doing your job, but it's very important we get that artifact. Please?
I'm sorry, but my instructions were very clear.
There must be something we can do for you in exchange.
Well, I'm sorry, but I need this job. I'm trying to save up enough for a ticket off to this station.
I will arrange for transportation for you to anywhere you'd like to go, free of charge.
You can. What am I saying? You have a starship, of course you can. Go on ahead. Clem and Levi are in the cargo bay, but you better hurry. They were trying to get the deal finalized before you could stop them. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting us pass. My crew will make arrangements for you. Surprise!
Not so fast. The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counter bid?
I'll make it worth your time to deal exclusively with me.
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quinn. Now what do I see? Starfleet stooges here to cause trouble. Guards, get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
I'm not leaving without the device. Get wrecked. Anyone else? Go ahead and collect that stuff. Alright.
Fine. I'll add what I was going to pay those
Hey,
guards
Amethyst
to my
Rose
offer.
15. Thank you for joining this stream. How are you today?
I am not son of Grand Nagus Flowers. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice.
So, question, is the music too loud or is it okay?
The Liquidators about your poor business.
Well, I'm sure we could come to an understanding.
That's what I thought. Now,
Take it, now kiss it.
not you.
Here's my best offer.
Alright, thank you.
How about we agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave. Everyone's happy.
Not so fast, Gwen.
No? Fine. How about I answer your questions and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of platinum. Time is a very valuable commodity.
What do you know about the relic?
The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium. Constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work. But it's, odd. Definitely odd.
What happened to the Krenim?
The Vatlar, that's what. At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in a couple of wars. Overall, they were doing well. Not the biggest business in the quadrant, but not the smallest either. When the Vatlar started their war, Gaul took a special interest in the Krenim. Bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days.
Where did you get the device?
I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the Kayana system. That was it. There used to be a Krenim colony, but it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire.
Gone? The Vodwar destroyed them?
The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price.
Anything else?
As a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus, I'm willing to tell you for free. But let ruin my reputation as a businessman. The device emits some unusual energy readings. The shielding may malfunction, or maybe it's not fully operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm selling it as an antique. As is, and no refunds.
What kind of unusual energy readings?
Do I look like a member of the Vulcan Science Academy to you? I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship. Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a common cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Go. And stay out of trouble.
Don't let the staff of officers and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections. But in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff.
Thanks for the assist. Didn't look like Oglo was going to let us purchase this Krenim artifact while he was still in the room.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vaadwaur purchase. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device.
Agreed. Now what should we do about this force field?
Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hard to work left. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field.
Just overload the EPS conduits? That really isn't very secure at all.
I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there.
Yep, that's Captain Nog now. He's come a long way since
Now that the power flow is
Deep
disrupted,
Space
we
Nine.
can override the administrative access requirement.
Right, I'll override the controls next.
Controls are, yes, over here by the arc.
Administrative access.
Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this.
Investigate device.
The waveforms aren't like anything. I think I'm getting something. This is definitely Krenim in origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons. A lot of chronotons. And chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more.
Yeah, I remember when Miles O'Brien said this. Yeah, the last thing we need is a visit from Temporal Investigations.
I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand, Voyager sent an away team to the Kiana system a few weeks ago, but they encountered some resistance and were forced to pull back before they can find what they were looking for. Now that we have this, maybe we'll be able to find what remains of the Krenim, if there's anything left to find.
Understood. See you in the Delta Quadrant. So, how's everything going over there? that's good. And of course. But yeah, that's the new ship that you're supposed to get through the summer event. The Sindarian Defender, apparently. Yes, I know. Yeah, apparently it turns from the jelly into a saucer and back again.
This is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts. I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed for temporal manipulation, although I don't think it would enable someone to travel through time. It's almost like a step sideways, if that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more.
Perhaps we can find something here that can explain it.
Voyager's preliminary scans of the system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors.
Maybe the planet is the source of the asteroids? We're also picking up some wreckage.
Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here. And we should be on the lookout for Vodwar. Preliminary scans indicate they've been actively patrolling through this system.
Agreed. Set course for the wreckage around that asteroid.
Keep an eye out for Vodwar. They're still patrolling this area.
Well, of course.
If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found. Heads up! Vodwar on an intercept course.
They can try. Vodwar on an intercept course with death.
The wreckage appears to be Krenim. The weapon signatures are definitely Vodwar. According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society. There had to be a reason the Vodwar went out of their way to target them. Let's move. There might be more ships in wreckage. There are more Vodwar on an intercept course, but we may be able to avoid them. I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroid Ivar to conceal our enemy.
Okie dokie.
Harold! They must be looking at the Vodwar patrol. I don't think those Heralds detected it. Let's hope they don't come back.
Yeehaw. Scan moon.
Herald's inbound. The Vodwar must have gotten the signal. So much for our investigation.
Oh no, we'll be able to resume our investigation here soon. See, that wasn't so bad, was it?
About the Krenim was such a threat to the Vodwar and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the Krenim system.
Ooh,
If we can find more Krenim
that was
technology,
pretty
maybe
loud.
unlock what we have, we might be able to
Those
find
weren't
out
fireworks.
That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship patrol the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and keep train alert more about it.
Agreed, my team will meet you there.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit, but there are traces of chronotron particles. I've never known chronotrons to appear naturally without some sort of temporal manipulation going on. There's nothing here. I'm starting to come up with a theory, but I need some more data. I recommend we take some additional steps.
Agreed. There's something here. We just need to find it.
Exactly. But we need to be quick. Those patrols we encountered in orbit will be this soon. I'm going to order the Chimera to try to avoid contact, but warn us if more ships arrive.
Agreed. Pick the areas for the scans and let's get going.
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy. Curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux.
Gee, I wonder why that could be.
I need to get some scans. There's something going on. There are more mineral deposits over there. There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural. I'm reading another anomaly ahead.
Yeah, these little mini games are great and all, but some of them are just oof.
These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same.
Scan mineral deposit.
The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this was in the wormhole.
Fall back, scratching post. We'll deal with the heralds already here.
There, behind those rocks. Hurry, they'll be here any moment. This area looks respectable. Get ready. I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it, and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal it.
Work quickly. Yeah, apparently there's some kind of a storm going on outside. I hope it doesn't knock out the power, because that would suck.
Working as quickly as I can.
Work faster. Oh, biggin. Ow. What the hell was that? Smack. Let's try that again. There we go.
I need more time to align these frequencies.
Alright, entry.
Almost there. Just one more connection and that should...
Oh no, where did Nog go? There's a cave. Yay. Shoot. Jeez. Captain Nog?
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time. It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubble. And how we perceive time in here is a little different than outside. That's why the Heralds can't see us. We're out of their timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist.
And not existing is an improvement?
No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenim are... they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaudouar has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
Let's talk to the Krenim.
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaudouar or the Heralds. This does not, however, assure me that you will be allies to my people. The Krenim have lost much. Our empire is gone, and our people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone.
What can we do to prove ourselves?
You have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but there is more yet to do. Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive.
How can we assist you?
More of our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
Understood.
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we used to moderate the temporal flow. If we had a contained space like the technology was originally designed for, this wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
I'll do what I can to assist.
Okay, now it's starting to look like something.
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
I'll do what I can to help.
You should realign the matrix crystals. You need to disconnect the buffer. Now you need to... Good. I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
Hold this. No, hold it right next to the bracket. Or the spanner won't. There. Got it. Thanks. Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tri...
Sure, I'll help you.
You'll need to form the... That should do it.
That should do it. All fixed
You've
it.
shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
How?
We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The Heralds are opening a gateway.
What?
The repairs should be enough.
I beg mercy, Great One. It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
An interesting development. These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Sovereign fleet. And yet they injured even you to get. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear.
Resistance is futile.
Hey, Celestial Voyager, how you guys doing today? Thanks for the raid, man. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my stream. I'm Plaid-I-Puss. I'm just doing some story missions and leveling this character up. Yeah, I need to do something about that. Haven't quite set up my chatbot stuff yet to do stuff. Hang on just a second, let me figure that out. Let's see. Be no. Yeah, that is true. I thought I could let's see. Where is that? Enter settings. I've got several chatbots. I don't know which one it might be that's doing that. It says Streamlabs, so that would be see if I can't fix that. Cloudbot. Yeah, symbol protection. There we go. Paragraph protection, emote protection. Alright. So the only thing that should be on there is word protection, and I think that's mostly just curse words and racist remarks and stuff like that. So that should be good, in theory. So anyways, as I was saying, how's everyone doing today?
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front of us and nothing. They had no idea we were here.
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing everyone to my stream. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Guy. Yeah, fingers crossed that it works. Yeah, it's, I've already fixed the 3 things, and the Iconians have already had their little meeting. Hopefully the music's not too loud for everybody.
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this character leveled up to level 65 or whatever. Right now it's currently at level 54. And once I hit level 65, then I'm going to start doing the actual build on the ship. Currently, I'm running the Archon battle cruiser, and granted, you know, I definitely need some upgraded gear and everything like that, but. Exactly. So it's like, yeah, I could do all this stuff and put all this stuff on the ship, but it's like, what's the point until I get to a level high enough to where all my gear is like, you know, level 12 at least. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. You're talking about advanced temporal theory.
My people and I have made Anorax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work. In at least one temporal variant, his ship made the Krenim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space.
Redundant. I like that. Yeah, because you're just going to have to redo it anyways. What vessel?
Anorax designed a ship, a wondrous vessel that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the Krenim's fortunes.
Yeah, I'm also still kind of working on the whole stream setup thing.
The Krenim Imperium declined, as perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would. Until the Vodwar.
The Vodwar destroyed all the Krenim colonies in this area.
The first Krenim worlds of the Vol managed to warn the others. When the Vodwar came, we hid ourselves in the time stream. It was the only way we survived. Before the Vodwar arrived, we were working on a replica. It was a replica of Anorax's time ship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vodwar threat before it even began.
Yeah, I mean, most of the stuff that I have so far, like my little camera overlay, right here, I basically just did myself in DaVinci Resolve. And then you have other stuff like my B-Rat back screen and stuff like that. Like, let me show you real quick. Let me, yeah, this I made also. Yeah, I made most of my stuff because I wanted to be, you know, unique. You know, I didn't want to have like the same type of overlays and everything like that that everybody else has, because that's boring, you know, in my opinion. Thank you. That's actually my logo, my in its current iteration, anyways. I have been thinking about making a new logo, but this one has served me well for the time being.
The Vazwar's assault on the
So, I mean, I may keep it for a little while before I decide to try to redesign it.
but not the means to bring it to life. You have seen what our technology can do. We have the designs. You have
But yeah, I mean,
and the material.
I still need stinger transitions and, you know, customized alerts and all that kind of stuff. Plus, I've also been thinking about switching from Streamlabs OBS to just straight vanilla OBS for a lot of the stuff that's been going on with Streamlabs. Basically, like, you know, taking all of the people's stuff and, you know, using it for themselves.
There's more here.
I'm sure you guys have heard of that. Yep, that's my little Plaid-I-Puss.
Hidden the entire planet?
Yes.
Yeah, Plaid-I-Puss Gaming.
From the time stream to stay alive. With your
It's kind of a nickname that I got from some friends of mine on Discord. Speaking of which, I do have a Discord channel if you guys want to join.
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, all the materials you can.
Yep.
Precisely.
He made it.
We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
Yeah, and they've done a lot of improvements over the years to try to make it better than Streamlabs OBS. I think the main reason why people choose Streamlabs OBS over vanilla is because of all the different integrations. But you can get the same integrations with Stream Elements. I know, right? Rest in peace, Aaron Eisenberg, right? Of course, you know, he also did Carr in Voyager, and I think a couple of other characters as well. I could be wrong. Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I had to make sure to get the USS Eisenberg ship on my main tune.
Temporal mechanics is not a complication we need.
Yeah, he's the only one that, you know, I don't know, it's just, he seemed like a kid, but that was just really good acting.
I approve of anything the Iconians might be.
Like, I think he was like almost 30-something when he started in Deep Space Nine. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I'll just do that one.
Congratulations, Admiral.
On screen. Uh-huh. New officer. Alright, for this I'll have to go to my thing here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tactical. I think I've got a pretty well balanced crew. Let's just see what they have, shall we? Let's see. Bowling Engineering has emergency powered shields. Engineering Team 2. Reverse shield polarity and aceton beam. Ground abilities. Teamwork, superior peak health, superior creativity. Shield recharge, chronoton mine barrier 2, shield generator fabrication. Quantum mortar fabrication. Let's see, the Betazoid science officer has polarized hull, tetrion beam, charged particle burst, and Titan's rift. And Tachyon harmonic, tricorder scans, pulse and hypospray. What about the tactical officer? Cannon scatter volley 3. Yeah, that is true. That was another character that he played as well in. I forget the name of the episode where he was Benny. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, that reminds me. For those of you that that have seen, yes, Far Beyond the Stars. Thank you. But for those of you that have been watching Strange New Worlds, a friend of mine actually found an Easter egg. So, you know Dr. Mbenga, right? And his daughter? Well, apparently the book that he was reading to her is written by Benny. And that just blew my mind that they had dropped that little gem in there. I thought that was actually really cool. But, you know, he's kind of the one to notice things like that. Let's see. Guess we'll go with this guy. Oh, sorry. Female. Yeah, my bad. Well, unless she chooses to identify as a male, I don't know. Could be a thing. Alright.
More time to complete than we have left. We must consider any plan that ensures our survival.
Okie doke. Alright, let's go to the Kiana system. But yeah, my Discord, I don't have a command for that, so I'll just have to do the link, I think. Let's see. So let's see. Here is the Discord link if anyone is interested. What? Fine, I'll send it in here. There we go. I suppose that's what I get for trying to do that inside Streamlabs. But if anyone's interested in joining the Discord, there's the link for it. I've got a bot for that, but I don't know if it's actually working or not.
You are cleared for docking.
Lieutenant Tulloch.
On behalf of Captain Cogran and Alliance Command, I am pleased to welcome you to our research station. The captain is completing his preparation.
Yeah, the one from A Voyage Home, I think, the movie.
End the Iconian threat once and for all. Follow me. Our researchers can explain how the weapon works.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's see. Lead the way. And of course, he's going to go to the conference room. Oh wait, no, that's the development. Here we go. This is where we're supposed to go.
And here we have the development.
How much do you know
I believe they
about
did, yeah.
7 of 9?
Granted, he was aged a little bit more because of the time that had passed, but yeah, it was the same guy. And I like the fact how he reacted like he was traumatized by having the Vulcan nerve pinch done on him.
And what about the Iconians?
And the same people who did the song did an updated version of the song as well.
They were incorrect.
So he says, sorry, man, I just really like this song, okay? I'll turn it down here. But you notice how as soon as she said, hey, can you turn that down, he immediately reached for his neck.
This is not my first experience with alternate.
I love that. Yeah.
It would be possible to develop
I mean, let's face it, Picard is just fan service, plain and simple. The entire show. And I love that. Researcher Jalen. Okay, let's go over here. Talk to this person.
Welcome to our facility. I'm working with one of the teams here to develop the time ship and choose a target. What we do is different from time travel. Anorex is designed to action for a weapon that can remove elements from the time stream completely, and then time reshapes itself.
Oh, no doubt. It was definitely conceived as fan service. As a matter of fact, I think I remember seeing an article where they pretty much said, yeah, this is just for the fans. But, I mean, compared to, like, Season 1 of Discovery, where the head of CBS didn't even like Star Trek and didn't even want anything to do with it.
If we're not careful, we could change everything
Right?
we know and not even know what's happened.
But yeah, like, the head of CBS back in Season 1 of Discovery, he didn't even like Star Trek. He didn't want to have anything to do with it, except for he figured that, well, they had this IP, we might as well do something with it and make as much money as we can. But unfortunately, he just went about it the wrong way. Oh yeah, definitely. Having said that, though, Discovery is getting better. But it's not as good, in my opinion, as Strange New Worlds and Picard. Now, I know some people are a little salty about the whole Picard is now an android thing, but I mean, they basically it's like, oh, he's an android now. Okay, moving on, and just never mention it again almost, except for maybe a couple of little, you know, underhanded mentions in there.
Captain Cogran's briefing is about to begin.
But Strange New Worlds, in my opinion, is what Discovery should have been from the beginning. Another one that I really like, ironically, is Star Trek Prodigy. I mean, like, Nickelodeon, hello? And it's actually good. Like, it's not like a cartoony version of it. It's just, it works. And of course, Lower Decks, but Lower Decks is kind of like, Lower Decks, in my opinion, is kind of what would happen if Star Trek and Orville kind of had a baby, but it was better than both. Because Lower Decks is pretty good. In my opinion. But and they're supposedly coming up. Oh, absolutely. It's hilarious. It's basically like a spoof of Star Trek almost. And the only time I could ever remember anything with any of the ship's lower decks at all was that episode in Voyager. Something to do with shepherds, I think it was. Where Janeway had to take those 4 officers on an away mission just to kind of get them in the swing of things. And none of them wanted to go. There was that one dude who was a hypochondriac. Yeah, Good Shepherd, yeah. There was the one dude that was a hypochondriac. There was that one dude who was just a complete dick, if I'm being honest. Like, he was not a people person, clearly. And then
my name is Philip Cray. I'm the liaison from Temporal
there was the one
Investigations
chick who just never believed in herself and always, you know, had people looking over her shoulder. TNG episode, junior officers competing for a promotion. I vaguely remember that. Because he thinks that he's been, like, singled out for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I remember that now. Because they're all competing for the same promotion. There's the science guy, there's the engineering, and there's the tactical guy. And they have the friend who is the bartender, yeah. Who's also a friend of the officers as well, so he's kind of got the inside track.
Concerns about possible violations of the temporal prime.
Right, and she ends up dying. Rip. Yeah, I remember that one now.
Should make every effort to maintain the timeline.
That one kind of got me in the end, though. I was like, well, guess it's just you two by default now.
Indeed, I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the temporal prime directive.
Yeah, there's been a lot of those, like the recent one in Strange New Worlds. That one was like that close to having me in tears, man. And I'm not afraid to admit that too. I mean, some of these episodes in Strange New Worlds are real tearjerkers. Plus, I really liked Hemmer. Yeah, sorry, spoilers for those that haven't seen it. Let's see. Yeah, I could say anything right now. You know, flippity gibbet, and he'd be like, whatever. I don't think it really matters what I say, but some missions I think it does matter what you say, but I don't think this is one of them.
Civilian casualties are rising. We need to act. This facility is building a device to turn the tide in our favor.
Ooh, a device.
What is the status of the weapon?
We've had some setbacks. We're still weeks from a working prototype. No amount of temporal manipulation will change that.
And have you chosen a target for the temporal incursion?
We are still running simulations. We've configured the holodecks to help us evaluate the possible
This
changes
guy.
that occur after removing an element from the time stream. Some of these scenarios show promise, but none are exactly what you want.
Very well. We cannot afford to wait another day. We are losing this war. We need to strike now. A direct engagement is our only option. We will put all our resources into a full attack on the Iconians. Every ship we
Yeah,
muster will
about
be a
that.
part of one massive strike against the Herald Spear. Captain Paris is already moving into position
Yeah,
with the Vanguard.
this character's already done it, but yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
There will be more warriors.
And it also depends on what
We will make the Iconians
what
bleed.
path you choose, like engineering, science, tactical, as to which ones that you can actually talk to and what you do on the planet. It's one of the very few times when your career path actually makes a difference. I kind of wish that they'd done more of that, to be honest with you, because there's a few missions that deals with, like, oh, if you're an engineer, you get to do this with this, and if you're a tactical guy, you get to do that, and if you're a science guy, you're kind of screwed. Yeah, that's something I wish they would have done more with. Yeah, they could have done more with the career path thing. But hey, what are you gonna do, right? Another thing I wish that they would change about the game is, you know, when they do the updates and everything, I wish they'd release more than just 2 missions at a time. Of course, you know, notwithstanding, you know, bringing back the Foundry, which that's just never gonna happen. I miss the Foundry. I think everybody misses the Foundry. Except for the people who had to maintain it. But hopefully, since Cryptic Studios has been acquired by Gearbox, maybe they can do more with it now.
Am I glad to see you? It's just not working. The Iconians are gating in their ships, and they have far more reserves than we anticipated. I called for a hold on the flagship assault until we regroup. There's no point in the suicide run. First, we need to help our ships in trouble.
But
I count on you to help.
all things considered, though, they've done some remarkable things with this game over the years. Like, it's lasted far longer than most other games of its type, and they've done a lot more with the free-to-play model than any other game of its type as well. That's true. Like, you know, if they would actually bring back the Foundry,
is futile.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for the follow, Rattel. HVC. And Mr. Guy. Yeah, I missed your follow. Sorry about that. But yeah, like I said, I really wish that they would bring back Foundry, because that was the one thing that I actually look forward to, is actually creating missions. I mean, granted, I wasn't all that great at it, but you know, it was still fun to make stuff that other people could play and actually have some sort of a story mission, a storyline to it. I should probably set up more than one spam bar. Alrighty. But yeah, I mean, I've taken a few breaks from this game over the years, admittedly, but for some reason I always come back to it. I mean, it's a great game, in my opinion. But more could definitely be done with it, if given the opportunity. Yeah, probably don't need those, but I pick them up anyways. Oh, here's some good butt-kicking music. A little faster, maybe. Hey, Essential Game. How's it going? Yeah, thanks for joining us here. Yeah, my fourth was pretty tame by most people's comparison. I mostly just sat here at home and, you know, watched YouTube and played games and whatnot. But it, you know, I liked it. It was good for me. Where's the Klingon ship? There it is. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Come on. Last time I failed to do the Romulan, the Romulan ship, I think it was. There we go. Saved all three. Yeah, and I'm actually kind of glad that my cat didn't freak out because of all the fireworks and everything, but he was basically just chilling over here next to me the whole night. You know, as cats are wont to do.
We're falling back.
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon does not run from battle.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here doing story missions, trying to level up my my tune here, so I can start doing builds and whatnot. Yeah, I'm currently flying the Acheron battlecruiser, I believe it's called. But I happen to have a free T6 token. Clear a path to the gateway. I think I did that. Oh, okay. Yeah, here's the funny thing though. My cat is naturally really scared of pretty much everything. I would describe it as prison bitch jumpy, if you'll pardon the parlance. But yeah, he's pretty much scared of everything. But last night he was just sitting there chilling, zero fucks given. So I'm actually kind of glad about that, because usually 4th of July is really hard on pets. Like he jumps at his own shadow, if that tells you anything. It's funny, but we picked him up as a stray, so he's used to being outside, I guess, and well, that was quite a while ago. You'd think he would adapt to living in an apartment, but he's still jumpy, and he doesn't like climbing. You know, like most cats do. Like the highest he'll get is up on our bed. But I will say this about him though, he does like watching Star Trek with us. So that's a thing. Yeehaw! You know what? Sit still. Hate it when they keep trying to get behind me. Which I guess makes sense because all the dangerous stuff is up front, but still.
Signaling the carriers to move into position now. Herald reinforcements inbound. We need to deal with them.
You think? No, we're just gonna let them fly around and do whatever they want. So, are you gonna like get into position or what? Oh, waiting on the Navar. Of course, always waiting on the Klingons. Yeah, enough of that stuff. And That was a close one. Brace for impact. Stupid solar gateways. And of course, hate those solar gateways. Well, that just goes to show you I'm not perfect. Screw you, Solar Gateway. Alrighty, let's see here. Oh, no you don't. Of course my hull integrity is below 75%. Where else would it be? Damn it with the solar gateways. Stop it. Alrighty. Beam to the flagship. Don't mind if I do. Alright.
Great! We got through. What's your status? We can't reach any of the other away teams.
Safely aboard. Away teams are engaging the heralds.
Acknowledged. Sensors are picking up power fluctuations near your coordinates. The impact with the Quartar must have disrupted their systems. Start disabling anything you can reach. If we do enough damage, maybe that will help us take their ship.
Guess I should start shooting stuff, huh? Instead of reading. Oh. I gotta talk to this guy first.
Away teams are attacking power jump.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, moving on.
Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties. Detecting life signs and weapon discharges. Dead ahead. I am detecting Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
Of course. And then, what's her name shows up. Meh. I'm sorry, what was that? Were you trying to do something? Remember, Jedi mind tricks only work on the weak-minded. These are not the droids you're looking for.
Trying to recharge her energy.
Whoa, what are you doing over there? The fluctuations are increasing exponentially.
Yeah, we disabled some power junctions and stuff.
Interesting, but it makes sense. The Iconians are energy beings.
Yeah, exactly. Nice try. Yeah, maybe next time.
Herself is a battery for the gateways, but that's probably dangerous for her. She's bleeding herself dry with every gateway. Keep at it. If you can drain enough of her energy, she might make herself vulnerable.
Herald reinforcement! We need to disable the other junction, sir.
Yeah, no kidding. So let's do that thing.
Power junction ahead.
Well, of course. It's not going to be behind. Let's do the thing. Yeah. Go local sports team. So, how about those Yankees? That's baseball, right?
The demon is weakening. Keep disabling the power junction.
The demon.
It's working. She's using her own energy to power the gateways.
Crap. right into that. Damn it, where's my medical generator? Seriously? A little help here. And of course she goes down too. Sarva, Golez, Terrell, little help, come on. Where the hell is everybody? Screw it. Come on, Lisa, get up. Oh no. Is that another way of saying handle my light work for me there?
The area is secure, and the other interface is just over there. I am detecting a third junction ahead.
Yep. 3 strikes and you're out, right?
Another junction just ahead, sir. If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own power, we can weaken her enough to defeat her.
The creature.
I am detecting strong energy signatures ahead. I believe it to be some kind of command center.
I'm not the hero they need, I'm the hero that they deserve. And I suppose that, well, she's not going to engage until I do, so let me
This could work.
fill that up. Oh, I guess. Boy, was I wrong. I think I popped that a little prematurely there. That hypo spray. I'm getting out of range. Here, have a grenade. Special delivery, just for you. Here, you can have a grenade too. Of course my shields are losing power. They're always losing power. Clearly, you're aiming for me.
We must disable the other interface before we continue.
You guys got Elisa? Alright, good. Everybody healed up, ready to go? Medical generator? Alright, cool. Let's go.
The area ahead contains 4 interface junctions.
Mm-hmm. Oh, these aren't my last moments. I don't know what you're talking about. And Cabrella's unconscious. And I'm unconscious. Wow, this kind of sucks. Screw it.
Reinforcements on their way.
Alrighty. Damn it, I was trying to avoid those. Got back into a corner.
Watch your back.
Ow. Alright. Oh. Somebody pick up Elisa. Really need to find out what's going on there. Do I have anything better? Yeah. Throw some of that on her. Yeah, why not? Yeah, got it. Still a shit sandwich, just not a soggy one. Yes, you are. Grenade. Get her! Of course she spawns those stupid little things. Can you not? Grenade. Oh boy. Are you trying to hit me? How dare you? Alright. One final. Yeah, let's pop over here to the medical generator. Let everybody heal up real quick, especially you, Tavril. All right, moving on. The fourth and final. Can't form whole sentences. Be real screwed up if they never showed up. It's like, we're sorry, but the person you're calling is not available. Please leave a message and try it again later. Will you take a credit card? Which is code for, oh shit, we fucked up.
You made it back. Count yourself among the fortunate few. What's the situation on the flagship?
Intara is dead. Long live the king.
I hate to say it, that might be the first bit of good news I've heard all day. Okay, we need to fall back. While there's still a chance, the Heralds will be coming back in force.
Acknowledged.
These warriors died well, and they will not be forgotten.
Yes, these warriors died well and they will not be forgotten. Like, that one guy. What was his name? Sorry, couldn't help it. Alright, let's get out of here. Scan escape pods. Oh. I need to be up there. Get us out of here. Give me just a moment. Sorry about that. Alright, talk to people. And... oh, conference room. Duh. I'll talk to this guy first. Why not?
Despite the extraordinary efforts of you and many others, our operation was a failure. We're still toiling on the captives, but the cost was too great. The heralds still stand. They have lost one Iconian, but if anything, that will only prolong the conflict. Defeating Matara was a combination of the sacrifice of Guroth and many others, your quick thinking and martial prowess, and the Iconian's arrogance. Matara did not believe an Iconian could die. The others will not make the same mistake.
We had to take the risk, Captain. We couldn't wait for the Krenim weapon.
Indeed, but that is a small comfort to the warriors who have entered Stovercore this day. Those of us who remain will mourn, and then we survive another day.
And we will defeat the Iconians. Captain Og?
I don't think we have a choice now. We have to complete the Krenim device. Captain Cogran wants it online immediately, but this isn't something we can rush. Cutting corners with temporal mechanics? That's how you end up with unsolvable time paradoxes. I'll do whatever I can, but I'm scared of this technology. Building it will be the greatest challenge of my career. But actually altering time? I'm not sure anyone should have that much.
I understand your concern, but it's our best option. Captain Paris?
I want to personally commend you.
Resistance is futile.
Hey, thanks, Super Midgie.
Their unity is broken.
Appreciate the follow.
That might give us an opening to end this war. The cost, though, all those people, I can't help but feel very bad.
Can't blame yourself, Captain. They knew the risks and they were willing to take them. Yeah, return to ship. Contact Captain Cagran.
Our losses were great today, and we will mourn for every hero who died defending their galaxy. I am a warrior. I believe in honorable combat, direct tactics, and looking my enemy in the eye. Although you did manage to destroy Matara and break the unity of the Iconians, I now see that we cannot use traditional combat to defeat them. Captain Nog and his team will continue their work on the weapon. It may be our only option.
Congratulations, Admiral.
And all of our warriors are needed to fight.
Alright, at this point I've been streaming for a little over 2 hours. I'm going to take a short break. I will be right back in a few. More like a couple, but you know, whatever. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, and we're back. Took a few little personal breaks there. Got me something to drink, a little quick snack. Took a bio break, fed my cat. Not that he'd ever let me forget it if I didn't. Alright, so give me one second. Excuse me. Alright, so let's continue, shall we?
The research teams in the Kiana system require your assistance. They
Yeah,
have been
thanks for
running
sticking with me, guys.
incursion simulations of how to use the Crinim weapon. But I need an officer with field experience to evaluate the project and its feasibility. You will participate in a focus test. The war continues.
Alright. Begin, butterfly. I am a beautiful butterfly. Hope this isn't one of those network timeout situations. Knock on wood. There we go. Awesome.
Welcome.
Whoa, that rubber banding is real.
Both this facility and a weapon similar to the one developed by Anorax in the 22nd century. Captain Nog is running point for the Alliance, but teams from all across the Alpha and Beta quadrants are involved with the research. It's fascinating work, but there's a lot to do yet.
How can I help?
Captain Nog might be able to explain more. He's waiting for you.
Lead the way. Yeah, it really does. But my biggest pet peeve is the whole network timeout thing when changing maps. You know, it's like you're right in the middle of a TFO or something like that, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, we've apparently lost connection for some reason. Or, hell, no reason.
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anorax's records. We have not attempted to use it yet. Time isn't something you mess around with, so we have been conducting simulations here of possible incursions.
Time isn't something you mess around with. Guys, how many times in how many different series and how many different episodes has something happened and somebody messed around with time? I can't count how many times that they've had some sort of temporal incursion or random time shift or some other kind of thing like that that basically just, oh, we're in a different time now.
We've tried a different number of scenarios, but only in the holodeck.
Having said that, one of my favorite ones is the DS9 episode where they went back to Kirk's era.
Must be carefully planned, where the fallout of even minor changes can ripple across reality. We have, however, seen some promise in trying to delay their arrival.
But that's just delaying the inevitable for a few years.
Actually, it would be closer to a 700-year delay if our calculations are correct. The Iconians have had 200,000 years to build their fleets, but we're catching up to them. We've already seen what the 29th century technology can do. Imagine what we'll have in the 32nd century.
So we'd be on more equal footing.
Exactly. The other potential solution is to cut into the current power base. What if the Iconians never allied with the Alachi or the Solanet? We wouldn't be facing the trouble we do now.
What are your best scenarios?
The three most promising incursions each follow one of these tactics. My teams have been running simulations and refining their targets, but I'd like you to assist them using a special quantum recursive algorithm. Our simulators can run the outcome of a possible incursion on the holodeck. Interacting with that simulation will give us more data than just crunching the numbers. We need to really interact with it to see what reality would look like. And for that, I need someone like you with field experience.
I'm not sure about changing time, but simulations can't hurt.
Hello. Please allow me to explain what we're doing here. We've determined that if we remove a specific series of stars from the beta universe in the distant past, a rogue planet will enter the Iconia system and cause massive geological damage, and about the same time the planet was bombarded by the Iconians' enemies. The technological buildup of the orbital bombardment that destroyed the Iconian civilization will still happen, but the Iconians themselves will have to deal with a natural disaster, not a war.
And you think this is better than a war?
Maybe the survivors of a natural disaster, if there are any, won't be so vengeful. And none of the stars we will remove have planets with the possibility of developing life. The overall effect on the galaxy is minimal. It's a painful path, but it could be the one that leads to peace.
I don't know if I like the idea of removing entire stars.
The number of stars we will have to remove is a concern, which is why we're trying this in a simulation first. But as Captain Nog said, these simulations aren't perfect, so we have devised a holodeck program that will expand and extrapolate on possible effects of the temporal incursion.
You're giving a lot of weight to the holodeck.
It's the best option we have available to us. The holodeck's algorithms have been updated to change and adapt to the data created by the simulated timeline of operation. This is not your average holopower.
Very well. What do you need me to do?
Once we run the program, you'll be able to interact with our best approximation of the new timeline. Interaction with the holodeck components will allow the program to generate a more in-depth solution and give us a better idea of what to expect. We have set this simulation on a Federation starship patrolling the Sol system, and you are the captain. If all goes as planned, we expect that almost everything in the system should be close to current reality.
Understood. I'll run the program. Computer, run program Alpha. What happened here?
Captain, you're alive. We repelled the intruders on the bridge, but the ship has taken heavy damage, and a lot of the crew are injured.
What's the situation?
Sir, I'm not sure this is the time. So many people are hurt, and most of the systems are offline. The life support is on backups, and our resources are down to nothing.
I'll help the wounded, but you need to help me. What happened?
The Dominion stopped firing at us when we lost weapons. Now they're focusing on Earth's defense grid, but it's only a matter of time before they return to finish us off.
We'll stabilize the crew and fight back. This isn't over.
Sir, I tried to fight them off. The boarding parties. The Jem'Hadar. We have to stop the Dominion. They can't take Earth too.
Don't worry. We'll stop them.
I never expected they would get so far into our defenses. I'm sorry, Captain. I just need a moment. Then I'll be ready to fight.
Whenever you're ready.
We can't stop them. Maybe if we hadn't been at war with the Romulans. Maybe if the Klingons hadn't ripped themselves apart. I'll be fine, Captain. Just rattle.
Go to sickbay if you need to.
Incoming hail!
On screen.
USS Ajax. Sensors show your ship is completely defenseless, and I would prefer not to delay our arrival at Earth to deal with such a minor annoyance. Surrender now, and I will guarantee the safety of your crew.
We will never surrender. Hull breaches on decks 4, 5, and 6. Emergency force fields engaged. Hull integrity 22.8%. Weapons offline. Shields offline. Life support. Emergency backups engaged. Damn, they fucked us up. Quadrant casualty report. Betazoid status taken. Estimated casualties 3 billion. Tellar Prime status taken. Estimated casualties 2.5 billion. Vulcan uninhabitable. 9.4 billion casualties. Damn. Captain's personal log. Stardate 87319.0. We haven't seen the bulk of the enemy fleet in 3 days, but their scouts continued to harass us. Vulcan is lost. Andoria is in flames. Romulus, Tellar Prime, Beta Z, Trill, ashes. If the Romulans had joined us, then maybe this would have been different. The Klingons barely had enough ships to patrol their home system. They weren't a threat anymore. We were offering friendship, but the Romulans refused us. And then the Dominion came and took everything. Scan for Iconian activity. Long-range sensors are offline. There is no Iconian activity in the immediate area. Download all data. Computer, in program. Yeah, that's definitely not good. They rocked us hard. So yeah, that was a wash. Oh, you need to talk to this guy, I think. Oh, that's Temporal Agent Philip Cray.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't care. It's not pertinent to the mission at hand. There it is, that guy.
Sorry, we were watching from the control room, and that could have gone better.
Do you think?
Even with all that, the simulation data on whether the Iconians were entirely eliminated from that timeline is inconclusive. We were able to record your interactions, and we've been able to piece together what happened from those.
What did you find?
From what we can piece together, the Klingon Empire was never unified by its conflicts against outsiders, and the Great Houses turned on one another instead. The Romulans took the chaos as an opportunity to attack. The Federation stepped in to help the Klingons, and the war between the three factions basically ripped the quadrant apart. The Dominion then conquered all three weakened powers.
That's not our solution.
Agreed. My team will continue working on other possible incursion scenarios.
Perhaps we can weaken their power base.
Another one of you Voyagers? I don't know how you can help, but very well. My team is working on scenarios that reduce the Iconian power base. We're attempting to do so by fixing a mistake that Janeway allowed to happen decades ago. We're going to stop the Vaadwaur from being rediscovered. We plan to do this by preventing Voyager from ever coming into contact with Underspace. This will prevent them from finding Vaadwaur Prime, and 7 of 9 will never wake the Vaadwaur.
I don't know why you mean what you mean by Voyager, but I never served on that ship.
No, but you're all the same. You come to our quadrant, meddle in affairs that don't concern you, and that you don't understand, and leave
He's on to
chaos
you,
in your
yeah.
wake. Now, you want us to help you alter time. Tell me, does that sound like something someone like you should be doing?
I'm not sure that power should be in your hands either.
None of us are going to survive if we don't try to repair the damage you've already done. The goal is to cause a solar flare that will force Voyager to divert from the course it was on when it stumbled into underspace. If it safely passes without entering underspace, it can continue on its trip home and bypass the Vaadwaur entirely.
I suppose that might work.
The simulation is set for the USS Voyager, which is fitting since they caused the problem in the first place. Our projections show that even if the Vaadwaur never return, your people will still find a reason to stick your noses into our business. So, we're attempting to see how the elimination of the Bad War will change the formation of the Delta Alliance. You will be a member of the diplomatic team.
I'll run the program. Oh, yeah.
Don't mind Noy. I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krennin's troubles. After all, if Voyager hadn't restored the Bad War, they would have never been in a position to ally with the Iconians. There is no reason to dwell on past things. We're trying to fix what we can here, and then learn to accept the rest. Noy funnels that passion to help his people into his work. Perhaps it will change everything.
We'll all need to work together to defeat the Iconians.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I've met anyone from your species before.
My name is Claudia, and I am a Tutarian. We're from a region of the Delta Quadrant Voyager never visited, so we haven't had much contact with the species from the Alpha and Beta Quadrants until now. However, my world has had close ties with the Krenim for several years. Now that they are actively pursuing temporal technology, I chose to join them and lend whatever assistance I can. I miss my home, but I've made a new one here. Meeting Noy has opened me up to a world beyond my own.
I see.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you.
Yeah. Goodbye. I'm done talking. Let's get on with this holodeck simulation. Computer, run holodeck program beta. This looks like Voyager's conference room. Okay. Ambassador?
This is an absolute disaster. I had thought that Admiral Tuvok was being pessimistic about the chance for success here. But now, I think he was right.
Alliance making isn't a quick process.
No, it's not. The hierarchy started setting these people against one another before Admiral Tuvok and his team could start to pull them together. The very fact that they all agreed to be in the same room is a minor miracle.
Do you think you can bring them together?
Eventually. Between Vulcan logic, Klingon tenacity, and Romulan pragmatism, we'll convince everyone here that the threat is real, and an alliance is in their best interest. But it won't be easy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I see I have another argument to break up.
Good luck, Ambassador.
We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat other races with respect, but this is really too much. The Malon are using our system as a dump, and their trash isn't our problem.
The Malon aren't the biggest danger to your people.
The Malon might not be the biggest threat, but they are the most immediate. Wait until they start dumping their trash in your front yard, and see how you like it.
Keep talking to the Malon. Perhaps you can find a compromise.
Are you here to preach about responsible waste management too? You can say it. I have a commitment to my people and my planet that supersedes any other concern.
Maybe there is someplace else you can dump your waste without harming others.
We don't need outsiders telling us what to do. If the Talaxians want to talk, they can come to us directly.
Let me see if there's another way to get you interested in joining this conversation.
The Malon have resisted attempts to accept less hazardous waste management practices and continue dumping waste throughout the quadrant. The most at-risk populations are the Talaxians, who have a new colony close to Malon dumping grounds. The Malon have moved into Talaxian space to avoid hierarchy attacks. Diplomatic relations between the Malon and Talaxians are rapidly deteriorating. The Malon have accused the Talaxians of working with the hierarchy, a charge the Talaxians strenuously deny.
Analysis.
The Benthans could possibly pressure the Malon to return to the negotiation table.
Very well.
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari are stepping up their smuggling operations, and the hierarchy's new drive for profits has created a significant increase in attacks on unaligned transports.
Would the Benthans be willing to assist the Talaxians in their negotiations with the Malon?
We have enough to do at the moment without getting into a dispute that doesn't concern us. The hierarchy is harassing our supply lines, and I'm convinced they're behind the losses we've taken over the past 3 months. We're having to double up patrols, which means we're leaving holes the Hazari can slip through. The Malon are a headache we don't need.
I've found that working with allies usually brings about positive results.
Yes, what is your question?
Sorry to trouble you, I'll talk to the Hazari.
Good luck with that. The Hazari aren't interested in anything but making deals. This whole meeting is just a waste of time. Unity might work where you come from, but I don't have any reason to cooperate with criminals like the Hazari or thugs like the hierarchy.
Maybe I can convince them differently.
What do you want? Did the Benthans make you one of their little deputies? Or was it the Malon? Before everyone broke ties with the hierarchy, they told us what people say about us. Mercenaries. Honorless. Ha! They all deny it. But we know. Now we look out for ourselves.
Would you be willing to pull out of Benton space?
No. We need to make a living, same as the rest of you. If the Benthans would take out the hierarchy on our borders, we wouldn't be forced to move into Benton space. But no, they won't do that. They don't think mercenaries great protection.
Sounds like you should be working with the Benthans, not against them.
What do you want? Did the Benthans make you one of their...
Yeah, if that's how you think, I guess we're all done.
Fine. Run back to the Benthans. I'll be here if you want to talk business.
Sorry, but I'm not in the market for mercenaries.
Unraveling this mess could take months, years.
You're the right man for this job, Ambassador. Quadrant threat report.
The number of planets the hierarchy have taken outright has increased 20% over the past 6 months. A push for higher profits has prompted steady growth of hierarchy territory. Reports of abductions in areas near hierarchy space have increased by 77%.
Resistance is futile.
However,
Hey Gloomy, thanks for the follow.
by outside sources because few Delta
How are you today?
are willing to share information with the Federation. Further investigation is needed.
Return. Ship's log.
Ambassador's log, stardate 872345. Our allies in the Kiana system have been invaded by hierarchy. The Kiana colony is a small farming community with no strategic value, so the attack simply doesn't make sense. According to one survivor we managed to find,
Yeah.
the hierarchy will work
One
with the
empathizes,
The Irachi took
but then again, I'm always tired. Byproduct of my sleep disorder, I suppose, but it does suck. I remember a couple of days ago, I just felt like I could sleep all day long. And for the most part, I kind of did, with a couple of moments in between to use the restroom or get something to eat, feed the cat, etc. But most of the time, I just like lay there. $3:30 a.m. Oof. I remember those jobs when I had to wake up at like 4 something to get ready for a shift at 6, but oof. That's kind of ridiculous. Nowadays, I usually wake up around noonish and stay awake until 6 in the morning. It's Scan for Iconian activity. Long-range sensors are detecting both Herald and Iconian readings. While they do not appear to be in active conflict with Alliance forces, you're seeing more ships than normal. There are both Herald and Iconian signals in Hierarchy space. It appears the Heralds may be using that area as a staging ground for a coordinated attack with the Hierarchy on high-value targets throughout the Delta Quadrant. Cross-checking with Voyager's logs shows a similar situation in the Alpha and Beta Quadrants. Download data. Ah, so it's probably a fairly long commute then. I've had jobs like that as well, you know, where I've worked at, what is like a 45 minutes to an hour just to get to work. Ah, okay, so this is basically like just for his first shift. After that, he doesn't have to go in so early. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, so get up early, get down there, get all the prelims out of the way. Gotcha. So he doesn't have to do that every day. That's good. Yeah, exactly.
The Iconians were so determined to have a hold here that they simply found another species
But
to fit the bill.
it's like I've always said, you know, you never get yelled at for being early.
We would have been able to unite those representatives against the hierarchy. Then, at least we would have had a chance.
Maybe we wouldn't.
This isn't as catastrophic as trying to remove the Iconians, but it's not exactly ideal either. We'll have to try something else.
Yes, this isn't going to work.
You must excuse my husband's harsh demeanor. This has been a very trying time for the clan. Thank you for helping us get this far.
Thank you, Claudia.
Trust my wife to be the voice of...
He's
Perhaps I won't.
around here somewhere. Gentry, where are you at, Bubba? Oh, there you are.
We can't turn back time, but we can.
Hi.
Please speak to Gamma Team. Captain Nog thinks very highly of
Yeah,
your
hi.
plan.
Yeah, come here. Come here. Come here. Here. You want to say hi to everybody? Yeah. Say hi. Yeah, he's done. He's like, put me down. Yeah, he's chilling. Rare. Being all cute as usual. Let's see. Gamma Team. Yep, that's Gentry. He's our kitty. Yeah, he's a biggin. The last time we had him weighed, I think he was in the neighborhood of about 15 pounds. Something like that. We've currently got him on a diet, so to speak, where we feed him like a third of a cup of cat food twice a day. Yeah, he's adorable. And he knows it too. He will use that. Yeah, he uses that to his advantage. Gentry, where you at? Where'd you go? Yeah, he done went somewhere. I don't know. Like I said, he's pretty much done. It's like I'm over this. Thing is, like, I would love to get like a cat cam or something like that, but he never stays still long enough. I have to move the camera around. Plus, I don't think I have a camera that's actually able to be moved around like that. Anywho.
Hello. We've been waiting for you. Our team is focusing on delaying.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I was actually considering, well, I actually have some loyalty points called catnip, but I'm not sure how to implement them.
Found a star chart on Nice 3 that revealed the location of Iconium. I want to redirect a meteor to impact the archaeological site of Nice 3 before Captain Varley begins his excavations. Iconium will remain a myth, and we will not attract the Iconium's attention as early as we did.
Yeah, unfortunately my desk is pretty much full at the moment. I do need to organize it a bit better. I don't think I have enough room on there for a box. Plus, I don't know if we have any, yeah, well, I mean, there's the loyalty point system, and then there's the channel point system. In order to have the channel points, I need to be an affiliate. But loyalty points, I think, is a Streamlabs thing. I don't know. But either way it goes, I have no idea how to implement the loyalty point system to allow people to do stuff. I'm working on it. I'm working on a lot of stuff. Like I still need a stinger transition and custom alerts and all that kind of stuff. But
true. But if you compare the changes in Iconian technology over the past 200,000 years with what the rest of us have done in the past 2 centuries, it's obvious that the Iconian culture has stagnated while we have advanced rapidly. Additionally, there are other factors in play that could trigger the alliances and sharing of technology that have come about because of the Iconian threat. It's a risk, but it's one that could pay off.
I see why you're trying this on a holodeck first.
The program is set for Romulan space. Because the Hovis supernova was caused by direct Iconian interference, we expect Romulus to be intact in this new reality. As such, the Romulan Star Empire should once again be a major power in the quadrant. Your role will be as an officer on a Romulan warbird.
Yeah, as far as like emotes and stuff like that, I've actually considered making them myself. Because I've basically made a whole bunch of stuff for my stream myself. Mostly because, one, I do enjoy the challenge and it is kind of fun making stuff for my stream. 2, I am dead broke. So I can't really afford to purchase anything, really. Most of the stuff that I have, I've basically just made it work. Alright, understood. I'll run the program. Run program Gamma. So, out of curiosity, Gloomy, have you ever played Star Trek Online before? Because I know your main game is 7 Days to Die and Borderlands and things of that nature. Which, by the way, you guys should totally check out Gloomy Doom's channel as well. Shout out to her. Shout out to Essential Game. Shout out to all of you guys, really. Celestial Voyager. I forget who else is in chat. But yeah. Alright, let's see. Speak with the commander. I think the commander is over here. No. Is it up there? Where in... Okay, so that's not working. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Ah, there it is.
Ah, Sub-Commander. I'd like to just ask
bit of an echo.
if you would be so kind as to seal the doors.
No.
Equipment.
Muted the camera. Hold on one second here. I'll pause the music real quick. Is it my mic or? Because there shouldn't be an echo. All right, thanks for joining, Gloomy, and I certainly appreciate the follow. Huh. An empty metallic room. I don't know, it could just be the reverberations, because I kind of live in a small apartment, and I don't have any, like, acoustic treatments up or anything like that. Well, I will certainly take that under consideration, Gloomy. I mean, right now I'm currently in the stream when I feel like it mode, and I'm trying to find a time and whatever. But right now it's basically just a bracket times. Like I will stream at some point between here and here. But I haven't indicated any sort of like schedule or anything like that yet because I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I don't have any acoustic treatments, and I live in a small apartment. Like my living room is like fairly small-ish. So that could be it. Generally speaking, a little bit louder than I normally do in here, so that could also be another thing. Could be reverb off the walls, because these walls are paper thin. But anywho, I hope that's not a huge issue. Let me turn the music back on. Wasn't like that earlier. Well, I don't know then. It could be my internet. I don't think so. Settings. No, that's not what I need. I need task manager. And performance. Ethernet. Huh. I don't know. I clicked off the game. Yeah. Oh well. If it's good, it's good. Let me turn the music back on then. Alright. Disable the Talshiar listening device. Yeah, like I said, I'm still trying to get everything figured out. You know, a streaming expert, I am certainly not. This is probably my... Well, I know this is my second stream in 2 years, but as far as overall, I think maybe I've only had a total of maybe 4 or 5 streams ever. I could be wrong about that, but...
Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. I need to talk to you about the Khan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa system. What you do next is change the power.
only thing I know about the Separatists is what I've heard through official channels. What do you know?
Datan has been inspired by Spock's teaching. He and many others have left the homeworld and are gathered together in a flotilla somewhere near Tau Dewa. Datan and his
Okay. So it may very well be reverb from the walls then, because when I speak louder, it's echoey as hell in here.
Even the Tal Shiar won't take
Even when I'm not on mic.
The Board are at our borders. The Empire can't fight the Collective and the Separatists at the same time.
So what does that mean for us?
I need to talk to you about the Datan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa system. What we do next could change our life.
The only thing I know about the Separatists is what I've heard through official channels. What do you know?
Datan has been inspired by Spock's teaching. He and many others have left the homeworld and are gathered together in a flotilla somewhere near Tau Dewa. Datan and his allies have been making overtures of peace to both the Federation and the Klingons. Because of this, they have enough support that even the Tal Shiar won't take direct action against them. The Board are at our borders. The Empire can't fight the Collective and the Separatists at the same time.
So what does that mean for us?
Thank you for playing along. The Tal Shiar can't hear us. I need to talk to you about the Datan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa system. What we do next could change our future.
The only... You're not asking if we should attack them, are you?
If I was, I wouldn't have needed you to lock the door. I intend to put Lieutenant Saran in the brig and then take this ship and crew to join the Separatists. Are you with me?
If we do this, we'll be traitors to the Empire.
I know. I have tried to work within the system. The system is broken and corrupt. Datan and his people are building something better. You and I both know it. The crew knows it. We will take this warbird to Datan, and we will finally be...
What, the Echo? We are the Board. Resistance is futile. We have to do what is best for our people.
Secret conversations between the commander and one of his senior officers? Very suspicious. Loyal citizens of the Romulan Star Empire have no need for locked doors.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to accompany the security team to the brig.
Tamer, you are a fool, and you will be the death of everyone on this ship. Datan and his people are terrorists. If you join, you will share their fate.
You are under arrest. Please comply and you will not be harmed. Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
A destiny free from the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. If we leave, we will have a better, brighter future than what they would allow us. I know it is a step into the unknown, but it is a step we will take together. Throw off your chains. We will join our brothers and sisters in freedom.
Freedom!
Some of my family has left Romulus to join the town. I'll be proud to join them.
Set a course for the Dewa system. Quadrant status report. Oh. Notice to all hands, the seminar Traitors in Our Midst, the historical executions of traitors to the Star Empire, has been moved to 2100 hours. Attendance is mandatory for all officers not on duty at that time. Yeah, something tells me they probably should have held that meeting a little earlier. Quadrant status report. Notice to all ship commanders, Starfleet vessels have been assisting new Romulans in areas near the neutral zone. Imperial ships are being dispatched in a show of force. Any ships harboring or assisting the Separatists are to be fired upon. There are no exceptions. Ships in Group Gamma are being reassigned to patrols in the area targeted by the Borg. Contacts are regular, but vigilance is needed to eradicate the threat and protect our colony worlds. Commander's personal log. Commander's personal log, triple encryption protocol Zeta 6. Gaius is becoming suspicious. I've been speaking to members of the senior staff, and most are in favor of making a run for the flotilla and joining Titan. But I remain cautious. They are doing the right thing, but the Borg are nipping at our heels. Every ship the fleet loses might be one needed to protect Romulus in its hour of need. But what is left there? What is left there to protect? All right, scan for Iconian activity. Long-range sensors show no Herald or Iconian signatures, and there are no references to Heralds in the ship's database. The only references to the Iconians are the historical files, and most refer to the Iconians as a myth. There are heightened levels of Borg activity throughout the Beta Quadrant, and multiple colony worlds have been assimilated. The Romulan fleets are on high alert, but have not been able to make major inroads against the Collective. Alright, download all data. Computer, end program.
That is the most promising simulation yet. It appears there was some merit to our hypothesis that the Iconians advanced their plans due to early contact.
But it's not perfect by any means.
The readings do indicate higher levels of Borg activity, but it should be an acceptable risk.
Do you think this could be our solution?
The data in the simulation does show higher Borg activity than we're currently seeing, but there are no signs of Herald, Iconian, or Solanan presence at all. And while the Romulan Star Empire is restored to their former power, there is a democratic Romulan group opposing the Tal Shiar. And more importantly, Romulus is intact. This is the result many of our Romulan researchers have been trying to bring about.
But this isn't our reality. We'll be significantly altering everything we know.
The political calculus of the quadrant will change, but the data supports what you saw on the holodeck. No Iconians. We have solid projections. The only suggestion I have now is that you consider it in conjunction with Captain Nog and the Republic representatives here.
I'll discuss it with them, but I'm not making any promises. Captain Nog?
This last test has the most promising results I've seen, and saving the Romulan homeworld isn't out at all. We're not going to have a lot of shots at this. I've been looking at Anorex's work, and I think it's too easy to get into a temporal loop where you try again and again for a specific result, and time starts fighting back. I'm inclined to say this is our best chance. But this will have a huge impact on the reality we know, especially your people, Commander Jirok. I won't give my authorization without hearing from everyone.
We can't move forward without considering the effect on the Republic. Commander Jirok?
This is difficult. It would change everything for us. We'd have our home back, but the Republic, everything we've built,
it would all be gone. But there's still hope. Even in this other reality, Datan has led many Romulans away from Sela and her Tal Shiar thugs.
This impacts the Republic most of all.
The simulation specifically mentioned Datan and a separatist movement. Commander Tamer makes the choice to join Datan, the same choice he made after the homeworld was lost. With Romulus, we could have numbers. More people who have had enough of the Tal Shiar's oppression could join us. Maybe millions more. If Datan is able to get a movement going, even at the height of the Empire's power, I have to believe that change is possible.
What do you think we should do?
Make the incursion. The lives we save will be worth the work we'll have to do to reform the Republic. The Tal Shiar wasn't able to stop us the first time. They won't stop us again.
If the Romulan Republic thinks it's worth the risk, then we should try it. Understood. Anything else? Prepare for immediate departure. Time to go kick some butt.
Target acquired and locked. Activated weapon. Incursion complete.
It will be good to see the world of my birth again.
Romulus? It's been completely assimilated.
Yes, I think we have.
You think?
Now, we expected to see some Borg activity, but this can't
What
be
happened?
right.
I agree that this is unexpected, Commander, but we knew there would be anomalies. We need more information. Let's find out where the simulation might have gone wrong.
Stay on the edge of the system. Jarok and I will move in for sensor sweeps. The last thing we need is the Borg assimilating the Kremlin's weapon.
The whole system can't be assimilated, can it? That is a lot of Borg.
According to these scans, the planet has been completely assimilated. I'm not detecting any non-Borg life signs. This is bad. Really, really bad. We need
Agreed.
Borg ship decloaking. Red
Great.
alert.
The Borg have cloaks now. Shields up.
First the Klingon, now the Borg. Does everyone steal cloaking technology from us?
Yep. Hell, you gave one to the Federation.
Borg reinforcements are to accept course.
Brace for impact. Ops. Hail Captain Nog's ship.
More information before we can fix this. I'll keep the Kratom ship well out of Borg sensor range. While you go in
The
and find out
Chimera,
what
if I remember
happened.
correctly.
More Borg will be arriving soon.
Won't we be affected by the timeline shift once we leave the ship?
I've modified some personal shield generators to shield you temporally as well. I'm transporting them over now. Hurry. The temporal shielding drains a lot of power. You won't have much time down there before you're unprotected. If that happens, this will be your...
Understood. We'll get the data. Ready for transport. I kind of like this one, actually. Yeah, I like that track.
Need more data to plot a possible solution. With any luck, the Borg will have what we need. Maybe. Our focus is on restoration. There is a computer node in this area of the unit matrix that should have what we need. Find the node and download all the data you can from the point where we made our incursion. That should help us find out how to fix this.
We'll find the data.
I'm going to join you. I know this place. Or at least I knew this place. Before we lost the homeworld, there was a Talshar complex. Most of the secrets of our empire were stored here. I thought I was getting my home back, but now the Borg have taken it all away. This is like losing Romulus all over again.
I'll do what I can to help, Commander.
The controls ahead of us will unlock the bulkheads. The whole planet, all our people, they're born. I can't believe we were so wrong. Cover me! I'll override the door controls. Got it. We have to find a way to make this right.
Which, when I was crouched by the door?
There. That's the access
Yeah, I
node
tend to
console
approach
room.
these ground missions in a tactical manner.
Locked.
No pun
I'll have to
intended.
circumvent their security measures. Wait! Incoming board! When we lost the homeworld, I thought that was the worst thing that could happen to us.
No. No. I won't. Remodulate my weapon.
This was Romulan technology once, but it's been completely assimilated. A key?
You will become one with the Borg. Resistance is futile.
No it isn't. I resist all the time. See? Resistance isn't futile. Download data. Open temporal records. Break down records by year and provide a summary of events for Romulus system only. Display results with oldest entries first.
It looks like the main invasion of Romulan space occurred about 20 years ago. Something happened in the Delta Quadrant. The Borg assimilated something that greatly improved their technology. They adapted, evolved, and my people, they didn't have a chance. Maybe it's our fate to leave Romulus.
All we can do now is try to restore the previous timeline. Maybe this will help. Beam us up.
There are more than 20 Borg ships on an intercept.
Understood. Understood.
More Borg on the way. Borg protein.
Oh. Oh. Brace for impact. Brace for impact.
We're under attack. Focus on your repairs. We'll make sure the data is preserved. Integrity below 50%. Data is compressed and ready. Communications array is ready. Secure channel to confirm. Data received.
The board.
It's a great case. Borg have a great deal to do with some time. There is no time to run this situation. No.
Right shield's failing.
Targeting the transport network.
Fire in the weapon, now!
Poof. Poof. It never existed.
The Borg are gone. And so is Romulus.
Romulus isn't the only thing we lost. Temporal shielding is failing.
What happened?
The Borg did too much damage to the generator. If we lose the temporal shielding, we'll all reintegrate with the timeline.
Has anything else changed?
Checking? No. The Tutarians. They're gone.
How?
I see the problem. 20 years ago, your people tried to replicate the work of the Solanae to protect themselves from the Borg. They failed.
No, I need to restabilize the shield.
I'm downloading my personal file into the shielded core. You'll have all my research notes and everything we've recorded from this mission.
You're giving up? When the shield fails, if the Tutarians were lost in the past, then you'll be lost too. Is there anything we can do?
No, we all knew the risk. I love you.
No. Yeah, they ripped that right out of the Doctor Who series. The episode where David Tennant and Billy Piper were on the beach. The Doctor and Rose Tyler.
We found a temporally shielded computer core, and it shows 2 uses of the quantum weapon. But as far as I know, the Iconians are still out there. We changed the timeline, but we didn't fix our most important
What was in the
problem.
core?
We haven't dug that far into the data, and it will take some in-depth investigation to catalog all of the changes. Noi is going to lead the group taking care of that. I will say it is odd to find personal logs I don't remember.
I imagine that would be strange.
Very. but from what we've already seen, it appears the reason the weapon was fired twice was because we had to try to correct the stream. Technology like this seems so simple, but even the smallest change can make more trouble than it solves. We have to be more cautious. Far more cautious than we've already been, I suppose. The next mistake might not be fixable. Time alteration might not be the answer. There are some problems that can't be solved with a weapon. But time travel... Look, whatever happens, it was good working with you. I hope we have the chance to do so.
Good working with you too, Captain.
We put so much hope into using the Clenum technology to solve our
I
problems.
didn't want to talk to you. I wanted to talk to the other chick.
And blind to the potential for disaster. We tried and we failed. But this isn't the end. We'll keep looking at the simulations, as well as any other option open to us. I have to have faith that we will find a way to defeat the Iconians.
We'll discover what happened and move on from there. It's all we can do.
I was conducting another simulation, and all of a sudden I got an emergency call telling me to stop everything. I will be looking at whatever data we managed to save to try and determine what went wrong. Maybe we can try again after we know more.
I hope you find something. We can't afford another incident like that.
It has been good to have you here, but we will have to consider if time alteration is really the best course of action. Of all the records we have of time travel, few have as drastic a result as this. Perhaps removing elements from the time stream isn't the solution we need.
Goodbye.
I have a lot of information to analyze. The shielded core appears to have made it through the process intact, and will give us a wealth of data on the timeline and how the changes have affected it. Clearly, you made a mistake somewhere. I still feel this is the best technology available to us, but we will need minds sufficient to the task to operate.
Goodbye. All right. Return to the ship. Hail, Captain Kagran.
Captain Nog tells me that the initial test of the Crinum weapon was less than promising. He says that he and his team have a great deal of data still to analyze. But I do not believe they will find much that will assist us. Removing elements from the time stream is reckless. And while our options are limited, we should not destroy ourselves in a fruitless effort to destroy the Iconians. It is time to
Congratulations,
Captain. And all of our warriors are needed to fight.
All right. Well, with that, I think I am going to end the stream here. At this point, I've been streaming for very nearly 3.5 hours. No, actually, no, it's been 3.5 hours. So I think I'm gonna hop off of here, and I appreciate y'all for joining, for the follows, and for all the support. And I guess I will see you guys the next time I stream, or the next time I hop on one of your streams. So, yeah, thank you for the lurks also. I mean, a lot of people don't like it when people lurk, but in my opinion, lurks are the backbone of any, of any stream. All right, thanks guys.